For tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. Brian Anderson here, joined by our analysts, Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. And while we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for Isaiah Hartenstein.
On the board, he's had a much bigger impact these last few years than he did before that. He can be relied on now to make a difference with his rebounding, and that's a product of how hard he's worked down low.
So here are the Jazz starting five. Sexton runs point with Clarkson at the 2. Lauri Markkanen out there with Walker Kessler. And it's Juzang in at small forward. And for Oklahoma City, Caruso and Williams make up the perimeter. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren the 4, Hartenstein the 5. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point. Well, Grant, we're near the middle point of the year now. At what point do coaches start looking at limiting the minutes of their stars?
You know, each game is really the determining factor for how that plays out. So, when possible, you keep your stars in there for close games and get them some rest when the outcome isn't in question.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Caruso. And he can't get that one. Clarkson with the defensive effort. For 3, Sexton gets the 3 ball to go.
Colin Sexton has proven to be a very capable three-point shooter. Boy, you better be there to contest.
Pass to Hartenstein. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein with a screen on Sexton. Gilgeous-Alexander. Second chance shot. And Hartenstein with the lay-in.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here's Clarkson. Outside Sexton. Clarkson against Caruso. Shot clock at 5. Kessler passes to Markkanen. Off target with the 3.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
I love when Shea does not just settle for a layup. Finish with authority. What a pretty dunk.
Sexton passes to Markkanen. Here's Juzang. Pass to Clarkson. Kessler, a screen on Caruso. Here's Clarkson. And no good, trying to use the glass.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
And they blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance at another one at the stripe.
Oh, what tremendous focus to absorb the contact and find a way there to finish.
Well, the Thunder will be building a new arena, Doris, right across the street from their current home.
Well, how exciting that the downtown arena is set to open in the 29-30 season with a 25-year lease. This secures the team's long-term future in Oklahoma City. And honestly, B.A., this fan base is so passionate, they deserve it.
The free throw drops for Caruso. Utah's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Markkanen against Holmgren. Markkanen, the pass to Clarkson. Over Caruso. Utah with another miss.
Not exactly what they're looking for out of the gates. Just 1 of 4 shooting.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Markkanen. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. Taking a look at Portland, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
Well, I think for the Thunder, they understand how good they truly are. One of their biggest challenges, don't get complacent down the stretch.
Here's Caruso.
Clarkson using his combination of size and speed to affect the shot. That's really good defense.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Mark Daigneault gave me a few minutes to catch up with him, and I took the time to ask him about his strategy for Lauri Markkanen, and he said we know he's going to hit big shots and be physical on the floor, but we're going to make him work for everything tonight. I hope we can test every shot that he takes. Hope and hard work. Can't ask for more than that, guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Now here's Sexton. Checking the numbers, he's averaging close to 15 a game. Back to Clarkson. Pass to Markkanen, looking to win the run. Hartenstein pulls it in.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Basket's good. Caruso's got his second basket of the night. Jazz trail by 6. Markkanen outside. Gilgeous-Alexander against Sexton. Clarkson for 3. Hits the trifecta.
Well, the one thing about Clarkson, a little bit inconsistent from deep, so that's a welcome sight for his team.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And a peek at the NBA's best at the three-point line. Second, Jalen Williams.
Well, the shooting percentage he's cultivated from deep range is so impressive. His three-point shot is about as good as you can hope for.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Holmgren. Down low. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The rebound by the Jazz.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Kessler, a screen on Caruso. Clarkson for 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Hartenstein's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And in transition, Holmgren has speed, but he also plays under control.
Jazz trail by 5. Now Clarkson, a valuable part of their offense, averaging a little more than 16 a game. And they call an illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Pass to Hartenstein. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Gilgeous-Alexander's gotten his second bucket.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
Sexton looking around. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Yeah, Collin Sexton showing you right there. He's got strength to play through contact and a whistle.
Well, when you talk about the most underrated players in the league, Doris, Sexton has to be in the conversation.
Well, let's begin with the fact that he's an absolutely fearless scorer, a tough competitor, an improved facilitator. There's grit, determination. He's willing to get into you defensively. He is somebody that will compete on the defensive end.
A free throw good from Sexton.
When I think about Collin Sexton, the first couple things that come to mind, speed and confidence. It is what makes him such a good scorer.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the numbers he's averaging have been tremendous, putting up 32 a game. Caruso with the bucket.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And so it's Sexton who brings up the ball for Utah. They trail by 7. Pass to Kessler. Takes a 3. The Thunder pull it in.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Sexton. Williams with the screen. Lets the 3 fly. Nope, another miss. 0 for 2 to start the game. Jazz trail by 7. Clarkson with the ball. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Gilgeous-Alexander against Clarkson. Pass to Markkanen. The 3 ball. Utah with another miss. Here's Oklahoma City now. They're on a 16-6 run. Caruso finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Caruso. Holmgren with it. Takes a 13-footer. He goes up again. In deep. Caruso drops it in. Caruso's got 10.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Utah shooting has not been great early. Just 27%. Clarkson outside. Markkanen against Holmgren. And there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. It's going to go on Chet Holmgren. And for a scorer as prolific as Markkanen, he doesn't need the ball in his hands too often.
So many of his scores come off assists. So just a great sense of when to get into space and become available.
Shoot two.
And he makes the first. Doris, I'm going to give you three names here. John Stockton, Karl Malone, Pete Maravich. Which one is the greatest player to ever wear a Jazz uniform, you think?
I'm not going greatest player, B.A. I'm going greatest tandem in the history of the Utah Jazz. John Stockton and Karl Malone in pick-and-roll play were poetry in motion.
Markkanen hits them both. Well, Doris, the 7-footer from Finland, Lauri Markkanen. What makes him so tough to stop?
Well, the size you mentioned, 7 foot. The sweet shooting that he provides has got tremendous range and accuracy from three-point territory. Can put it on the deck, is willing to mix it up on the glass. There's a lot to like.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Oklahoma City leading by 7. Pass to Hartenstein. Now here's Williams. And he drives in. Kessler with a rebound.
And they've come out with a fearless approach on the boards.
Here's Juzang. Williams defending. Sexton finds Clarkson. 6 on the shot clock. Over Dort. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got his 6th rebound on the night.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
Dort against Clarkson. Pass to Markkanen. Now Kessler. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. The 3 from Sexton. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Hartenstein's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Thunder leading by 7. Williams passes to Dort. Pass to Holmgren. Over Sexton. Here's Hartenstein. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
These are his first free throws of the game. And the first one at the line is good. Doris, not only is the Thunder roster full of young talent, they also have a ridiculous amount of draft capital.
B.A., you've got to give a ton of credit to the front office. They've got multiple options going forward. Continue to draft and develop their talent, or perhaps use those picks to trade for a superstar you believe fits.
Wiggins, he's checked in for Chet Holmgren. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Doris, when we talk about home court advantages, the Jazz have amongst the best.
They do, B.A. You have to play at altitude. They're also a little bit isolated as well, so travel is hard. Let me tell you this, their fan base is loud. L-O-U-D.
Utah with another miss.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They're leading by 8. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, Brian. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the 11th pick back in 2018, has developed to the point where he is in the MVP conversation. His coach, Mark Daigneault, said he's improved every year. He's been in the league. It's a testament to his humility. He looks in the mirror, he sees what he needs to improve on, and then he works at it. Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you. And it's Clarkson missing.
They're playing with a lot of energy tonight. We can see that in their dominance on the glass.
Such a disruptive defender, Kessler, one of the best shot blockers this league has to offer.
Goes back up. Back to Wiggins. Gilgeous-Alexander up top. Checked by Sexton. Gilgeous-Alexander no good.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
Clarkson. He's got it. Just 2 of 7 from the field, though.
Well, very difficult to guard the floater. Jordan Clarkson, nicely done.
Thunder leading by 6. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Hartenstein. The 3. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein's got 6 points.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander facilitating for his team right now. What a pretty pass.
And for Utah, they're shooting just 25% from the field in the first quarter. Here's Juzang. Clarkson outside. Clock at 6. From 12 feet. And it's Clarkson again missing.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Gets the 14-footer to fall. And now it's an 11-point Oklahoma City lead. Here's Clarkson. He's got 5. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
The Thunder pull it in. They want to keep rolling here, following the win against Brooklyn.
And that night, they did a great job of executing their plays and creating mismatches.
Well, it was certainly a game that their analytics people had to love breaking down. I thought they exposed every weakness in the defense.
Sexton, the open look. With nobody on him, he buries that jumper. Give him 8 points now.
Well, speed is such an important weapon for Colin Sexton, and he gets to the mid-range game. Nice.
Pass to Dort. Fast break. Here we go. The leaner inside. Sexton misses. Thunder leading by 9. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
So for Oklahoma City, Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Chet Holmgren comes in for Williams, and it's Wallace in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And a new group getting ready for Utah. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Kessler. Sensabaugh comes in for Juzang. Collier, he's checked in for Clarkson, and it's George in for Sexton. Now here's George. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. Here's Markkanen. Nails the baby hook.
Well, get the ball and go to work. Markkanen using his size to great effect inside.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Holmgren. Holmgren with a screen on George. Here's Wallace. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. They'll pin that one on John Collins. Oklahoma City shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game. The first free throw is good. Good on both. We've got 13 seconds left in the first. And he lobs it up top. Collier, no good.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Alex Caruso has been leading the charge for the Oklahoma City Thunder. He put together 10 points in the quarter. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a very convincing performance from the Thunder so far.
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
So the Jazz 5 right now. Lauri Markkanen out there with John Collins. Then there's George. Then there's Collier. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 3 spot. Now here's George. He had 9 points in his last time out. That three's off the mark.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Wallace outside. Pass to Williams. And here's Dort from deep. Collins with the rebound. And here's George. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. It's Markkanen on the wing. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. And this is a star-driven league, but talk about the importance of role players, Grant.
Oh, B.A., a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that can make the difference.
He got him. No doubt that's a foul, and it's going to be a transition take foul.
Well, that's 2 fouls on him early. He'll have to be careful not to pick up another one.
Utah shooting their 4th attempt at the line tonight.
What's up?
Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
George for 3. Williams grabs the board. And so it's Wiggins with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Looking ahead, they've got the Mavericks coming to town for their next one. That'll be the end of a 3-game homestand. Now here's Wallace. He's guarded closely. Shot clock at 6. Williams passes to Wallace. Over George. Wallace misses. Jazz trail by 8. Here's Collier. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Grant, a big reason for Utah to be excited about the future. Their young head coach, Will Hardy.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he's had this team competitive after trading away both Mitchell and Gobert. And I love how Hardy has developed guys like Lauri Markkanen.
That free throw, no good. Well, the Jazz are one of just 10 NBA franchises to never win a championship, Grant.
Yeah, you know, it's so hard to believe considering they had the 4th best winning percentage in NBA history. Think about it. If it weren't for one Michael Jordan, they'd probably have 2 rings.
And the Thunder making a change here. Caruso's checked in. Now here's Caruso. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Williams' shot is good.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
George outside. Pass to Sensabaugh. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Utah shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
Find the lanes. Find the lanes. One shot.
Thunder leading by 7. Caruso outside. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. 6 to shoot. Holmgren finds Dort. Utah grabs the miss. Markkanen's got 4 rebounds now. And he lobs it up. And Collins with the slam.
Just tremendous recognition from Collins there. Sees an opportunity to be a target at the rim, and his teammate puts it on time.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. All right, let's go to the stats for a moment and show you this season's steals leaders. You look at Gilgeous-Alexander, a constant threat, 3rd overall in steals. And, of course, Alex Caruso, hot on his tail.
These two are a problem for opposing offenses. Quick, active hands, they pounce on your mistakes.
Collins against Holmgren. Pass to Dort. With the drive. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
Lu Dort is 6'3", 215. You don't think he wants a little contact? That is nicely done on the drive.
And Dort is such an important guy on the defensive end. Lu Dort.
He is strong. He plays hard. He's willing to mix it up physically. He's a tremendous athlete. This guy is tough to score on.
And he makes both free throws.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Pass to Markkanen. Here's Sensabaugh. Dort defending. Back to Markkanen. Markkanen with a screen on Dort. To the middle. The Thunder with the rebound. They've led by as many as 11. Out to the right wing. Now here's Wallace. George defending. Wallace misses. Jazz trail by 7. It's George on the wing. Here's the 3. He can't get it to go. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. Wallace, the pass to Caruso. Pass to Holmgren. Shoots over Collier. Easy 2 for Holmgren.
Yeah, and certainly room for growth from Holmgren in the mid-range. But good to see him taking the shot rather than passing on it.
Collins passes to George. Markkanen against Williams. Back to George. Fires it. And another miss by Utah.
Defensive positioning so important, and he could not have played him better there.
Pass to Caruso. Outside, Williams. Caruso outside. Back to Williams. 3-pointer. And out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. Jalen Williams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Jazz trail by 9. Poke loose. And it's out of bounds. Still Utah's ball. Here's a look at what's coming up for Oklahoma City. On Thursday, They'll take on Kyrie Irving and the Dallas Mavericks. And then on Sunday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Portland, going up against the Blazers.
When you look ahead, there are a lot of winnable games, but you really can't think that as a player. You have to take every opponent seriously because this is the NBA. No game is a freebie.
Now here's Kessler, and there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up.
Walker Kessler, so smart to just keep going for his bucket. This guy's so strong, that foul can't stop him completely.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Kessler.
I think one of the impressive things about the young Walker Kessler is you know what you're going to get night by night. Great shot blocking and consistent rebounding and defense.
No good on the second free throw.
And they've committed to controlling the boards, and it's paying dividends.
Outside, Williams. Markkanen against Holmgren. Back to Williams. Ooh, Kessler with the block. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Here's Sensabaugh. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That free throw misses.
He does a great job of drawing contact and getting himself to the line, something he didn't do in the first period.
Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Wallace. Sexton's checked in for Utah. He hits the second from the line. Now here's Dort. And right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Caruso. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for 1 more. And this is his second attempt at the line tonight. And the Thunder making a change here. Wiggins is checked in. And Utah with a change here too. Juzang's checked in. And that one misses. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kickability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or a spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, Brian, Chet Holmgren said, quote, "It's exciting to have this sort of success early on because it's just rare for young teams. But at the same time, we cannot let it distract us from how much better we have to get. Hopefully, we have a long runway together to figure things out." Brian?
A chance for great things, Allie. Thanks for that.
The officials were right on top of that one.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in this game. He's off on the first.
And they're ahead, but doing themselves no favors at the line.
The Thunder making a switch here. And he sinks the second. Sexton with it. Give him 8 points now. Pass to Juzang. Markkanen outside. Over Williams. He's got it. 3 for 7 now.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
And here's Wiggins. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, Kessler with the block. Outside Williams. Pass to Caruso. Another shot. Clarkson grabs a miss. Jazz trail by 8. Looking to get back on track. That shot off. And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They've led by as many as 11. Wiggins looking around. Outside, Williams. Shot clock at 6. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. That one on Kessler.
Well, what a pump fake by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Gets the defender committed, and he'll go to the foul line.
And Doris, no doubt about it, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an absolute monster on offense.
Very quietly, one of the most dangerous offensive players in the game is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got size, he's got speed, he's got handle. He can score from 3 levels. This guy is a legit force.
First one falls for him. All right, Grant, do you feel the non-superstars are making the money they should?
Well, B.A., it's a topic in every CBA negotiation. But I think we're trending in the right direction. But it seems like there's always more work to be done.
Jang, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And a switch here also for Utah. John Collins checked in for Lauri Markkanen. Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
What you love about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is this young man's work ethic. He is a gym rat who's always looking for ways to improve.
Now here's Kessler. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Pass to Juzang. Clarkson outside. Lets a floater go. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Sexton. Williams from long range. Collins with the defensive effort.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
I mean, Sexton can shoot from anywhere, strong from beyond the arc.
Oklahoma City leading by 7. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. A 23-point game for him in the win against Brooklyn.
He was also an excellent setup man as well. This guy was cutting the defense to shreds with incredible passing.
Good D by Kessler. Jazz trail by 7. To the paint. Wiggins with a steal. Throws it up high. Stolen by Kessler. Here's Sexton. And down it goes. 2 points. Sexton's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, Colin Sexton percolating right now. They just are letting him go absolutely off.
Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Wiggins. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander with the hammer.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Here's Sexton. Collins outside. Lets it go from deep. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
John Collins has such a good feel for when to fire off the catch.
Oklahoma City leading by 4. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 12 points for him. Jang gets the bucket.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Utah's gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. They're moving on after the tough loss at the hands of the Pelicans.
It's always hard to get a win on the road, especially when you show zero energy on the defensive end.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
So for Oklahoma City, Hartenstein comes in for Jang, and it's Lou Dort in for Wiggins. And so it's Utah with it. 6-point game. Sexton finds Kessler. Kessler, a screen on Dort. 5 on the clock. Back to Kessler. For 3, Sexton. And that's a foul called on Walker Kessler. That's his 3rd foul so far. Martin, he's checked in for Kessler. Oklahoma City leading by 6. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 12 points for him. Pass to Hartenstein. Dort with it. Williams from long range. Rebounded by the Jazz. Collins has got 4 rebounds in the game.
Well, you can't buy a bucket. Shut out completely so far, and yet they're still ahead.
4-3. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Caruso, and you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
Man, what focus. I mean, the hoop and the harm. Incredible.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
They're working themselves to the line, using great fakes and getting into the body of the shot blocker.
The other thing that's gone exceptionally well for them tonight is the shooting they've displayed from beyond the 3-point arc.
All right, the Jazz making a change here. Sensabaugh's checked in. And the free throw, no good.
I like his aggressive approach this quarter, getting to the line and creating foul problems for the opposition.
And then it's Collins with the dunk.
John Collins has tremendous vertical showing off right there.
And 1:01 left to play in the first half. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. Back to Williams. Hartenstein with a screen on Martin. Caruso, right side. The 3. That one's good. 7 for 10 now.
He is such a smart player. Jalen Williams making people around him better.
41 seconds left in the first half. Sexton against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Juzang. Martin with a screen on Dort. And there's the lob. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That one goes in. Collins has got 9 points in the quarter.
He's finally leaving that dismal first quarter behind him. Took him a while to get going.
There's 21 seconds left in the second quarter. Now here's Caruso. 18 points for him. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. With the fadeaway. Tipped away.
No one near him on that one, and I'm not sure why he felt like he needed to fade away.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. We'll be right back with you shortly.
Hey there, everybody. With the All-Star break on the horizon, let's first have a look at the players vying for a spot in the three-point contest.
One thing about this contest, it's very hard to win. Everyone's a great shooter. It comes down to who's hot and who's clutch.
And most of these guys have shown they can do both of those things here in the regular season. And now let's check out the game at hand. It was a solid first-half effort for the Thunder.
I mean, when you go inside and impose your will this way, you're delivering a gut punch.
Yeah, there's a whole other half to go, but the way they're winning this makes them the heavy favorite now. Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. You gotta like what Alex Caruso has done in this game.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Jazz trail by 7. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren the 4, Hartenstein the 5. Caruso and Williams make up the perimeter, and it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the 1. That's the group from Mark Daigneault starting the second half. Sexton against Caruso. Clock at 6. Shakes him. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. You know, Grant, looking at the career of Colin Sexton, he had a huge third season, averaged 24 a game.
Yeah, B.A. And unfortunately, Colin hurt his knee early during his 4th year. Had season-ending surgery, but we've seen Sexton make a full comeback and just a dynamic scoring guard.
Both free throws good from Sexton. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren with a screen on Sexton. Pass to Holmgren. Clarkson grabs a miss. Jazz trail by 5. Here's Juzang. No points yet. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. And up the court come the Thunder on the break.
When you get a chance to run the floor like that, you have to capitalize. Great hustle on that play.
About a minute played here in the second half. Sexton with it. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And when you talk about guards who can really attack in the lane, Jordan Clarkson is on that list, Doris.
BA, there are just certain guys who are comfortable operating in tight windows. Clarkson's mindset is score. He's got a great sense for where and when to pull up into his shot. He can burn you from 3. Little bit streaky, but boy, he can really get on a hot streak.
First free throw is good. All right, both free throws good from Sexton. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Pass to Hartenstein. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Williams. Here's the teardrop. Here's Hartenstein. Lays it up and banks it in. Hartenstein's got 8 points.
And this is something this guy takes pride in, capitalizing on second chance opportunities.
To the wing, right side. Back to Markkanen. With to Mark. Holmgren with the block.
And you can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense.
And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
Here's Markkanen.
Boy, that makes him 0 for 3 to start the second half. Not the start you were hoping for here.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Here's Juzang. Williams defending. Pass to Kessler. Here's Juzang. Kessler a screen. Shoots from 12. Clock at 4. The shot no good. Good work defensively by Hartenstein. It's Holmgren, high post. Williams with it. He's covered by Kessler. Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Holmgren. With the teardrop. The second effort. The rebound by Markkanen. Markkanen's got 5 rebounds tonight. And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Utah making a switch here. Collins checked in. And already halfway through the year. Let's see how the West is stacking up. You look at the Thunder. They've been enjoying a truly spectacular run this season, sitting on top of the mountain in the first place spot. And of course there's Utah. They are struggling down in the bottom of their conference. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Pass to Juzang. Collins outside. Markkanen inside. He's guarded by Hartenstein. They grab their own miss. Second shot opportunity. Markkanen against Hartenstein. 6 on the shot clock. Clarkson outside. The Jazz again can't hit.
There's one principal reason why they're sitting on this lead. Rebounding.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 14.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, that 3-level scoring ability, that time working the mid-range.
Pass to Juzang to snap the cold streak. Offensive rebound. Inside Markkanen with the size and power.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And these are the teams that have looked to score from the paint often during this season. In the third spot, Oklahoma City.
This team has done a great job of hitting the boards, and they do tremendous work boxing out.
Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Pass to Caruso. On the take. Clarkson grabs a miss. Jazz trail by 7. Inside, outside for Sexton. And he's gone for the lob! And stolen by Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander against Sexton. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Caruso. And stolen by Sexton. And now the Jazz on the run in transition. And that one's good. Clarkson.
Jordan Clarkson has the kind of speed and athleticism to get out in transition and be a problem.
Oklahoma City leading by 5. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Holmgren. Utah grabs the miss. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Wizards. And that's a one-game homestand for the club. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City.
This guy is such an attentive defender. Great anticipation by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Collins outside. Clarkson outside. Markkanen right side. Knocked away.
Well, this guy cannot get started, and the offense overall has been a struggle because of it.
Now an update on Walker Kessler. Allie LaForce, what'd you learn?
The head athletic trainer for Utah is providing some information. Unfortunately, it doesn't sound good at all. He's likely going to be out for a while. It's tough losing a player like this near the halfway point of the season. They'll just have to find a way to replace his production until he comes back. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thank you. Sadly, that's not the news fans were hoping for, guys.
Definitely not. Seems like he's got a long, tough road ahead of him.
And our hearts go out to him. The guy works so hard. His teammates love him. Coaches love him. He's going to be missed.
And so the ball out of bounds. Caruso touched it last.
Timeout.
Will Hardy calls for the timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. You gotta like what Alex Caruso has done in this game.
Guys, you have got to find a way to slow this man down. This is a great timeout.
A different look for Utah. Kessler comes in for John Collins, and Sensabaugh subbed in for Juzang. And it's Utah with the ball, trailing by 4. Here's Kessler. Oh, the bucket's good, and he'll have a chance at one more. It's on Isaiah Hartenstein.
Well, at 7 foot with a strong frame, Walker Kessler does a really nice job drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Thunder.
Well, not content to take what the defense gives them. I mean, they're attacking the gaps and getting the ball inside.
I think it's also important we mention the number of assists this group has tallied. Their offense continues to just hum along right now.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 14 points for him. Hartenstein with a screen on Sexton. From deep, Holmgren. Offensive board. Hartenstein uses the glass to finish the layup. Hartenstein's got 10.
They've been dominating the boards tonight, yet it's still a close game.
Sexton passes to Kessler. Here's Sensabaugh. Kessler down low. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Markkanen misses. And Williams has got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They've led by as many as 11. Pass to Caruso. Hartenstein with it. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. He's covered by Clarkson. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Holmgren. That one doesn't drop. Some solid defense from Markkanen. Well, Doris, Chet Holmgren was one of the more highly touted guys coming into the league in a long time.
He was BA, and he has lived up to the billing. At that size, to be able to shoot the ball, put it on the deck, be a force at the rim defensively. But maybe his best attribute, he is a tough competitor.
Now here's Clarkson. He's got 10.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right. He stays connected, and great timing on the contest. Well, he had the defense's attention, dropping 2 threes in the first half, but he hasn't made one since.
And they've done well from the free throw line this half. No misses yet.
Lou Dort, he's checked in for Caruso. Utah has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Pass to Sensabaugh. There's a screen. Now here's Sexton. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Markkanen with it for the lead. That's what he does. Lauri Markkanen
puts one in the eye of the defense. First triple of the evening.
Oklahoma City's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Clarkson against Dort. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 16 points now.
That is a difficult shot by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander under duress of the D. Wow.
Here's Sexton. 17 points in the game. Pass to Markkanen. Sexton, a screen on Holmgren. There's Markkanen. Got a hand on it. Williams from long range. Rebounded by the Jazz. Clarkson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Sexton goes in. Rejected by Holmgren.
Wow. Chet Holmgren sending it back. He is willing to take on any kind of challenge.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
The 12th overall pick in 2022, Jalen Williams. What a find by the Thunder Doors.
This is so exciting for this organization because even though J-Dub went to a mid-major school, wasn't a big high school recruit, he ended up being 2nd in Rookie of the Year voting. He's getting better and better. He has got an unbelievable future.
The free throw drops for Williams.
I mean, Jalen Williams is a guy who a lot of people are excited about. He has the talent to be a multi-time All-Star and perhaps an even higher ceiling than that.
Now here's Collins. 9 points in the game. Outside Sexton. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. Sexton misses. Thunder leading by 4.
Boy, that's a savvy move by Lou Dort on the inside. Gets himself the whistle.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one.
What we know about Lou Dort is this guy is an excellent defender. He's got size, strength, versatility. You can basically throw him at the other team's best offensive weapon night after night.
Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. Wiggins comes in for Williams. George, he's checked in for Utah.
We got this.
And he's good on the second.
Lou Dort earned his way into the NBA because of what he brings on the defensive end. He is stout. He's not going to back away from a challenge. And now he's knocking down threes. Those players in high demand.
Pass to Martin. And he stays with it. Here's the floater. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Holmgren's size beats the contact.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Jazz trail by 7. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
To the inside. Dort with a steal. And here they come. Here's Wiggins. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
1:53 left in the third quarter. And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer Pro-Am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year, already an elite shot blocker.
Wallace, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And now we go to the 2K leaderboard to look at the teams with the most blocks per game over the last month. The Thunder in second.
These guys have been so impressive down low on the defensive end, denying shots left and right over the past month.
Pass to Martin. Throws it up high. Wiggins outside. Knocks it down from distance. Wiggins has got 5 points.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Jazz trail by 12. George passes to Collins. We've got 1:23 left in the third quarter here. George outside. Martin with a screen on Wiggins. Will it go? Here's George. Rejected by Holmgren. And it was not a clean block. Whistle blows and a foul on the defender here. It's a shooting foul, so free throws will be coming up. It's his first trip to the line. That one's off. And he misses the second one as well, so 0 for 2 that time.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Dort a screen on Sexton. Williams up top. Shoots over Collins. Williams misses. Jazz trail by 12. Outside Sexton. Martin outside. Pass to Sexton. Fires the three. The Thunder pull it in.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Now here's Wiggins. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Dort with it. Second chance effort. It's hauled in by Sensabaugh. It's George on the wing to win the drought. Here's Collins. Holmgren with the block. And he gets it back. The putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder ending the quarter up 10. Defense is setting the tone. Back after this. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Thunder leading by 10. So the Utah 5 right now. We've got Lauri Markkanen, Keontae George out there with Collier. Then there's John Collins, and it's Sensabaugh in at the 3. Caruso misses in close. And for the Jazz, they're shooting just 31% in today's game. Not great. And that one's good. Markkanen.
After hitting nothing from downtown in the first half, that's his second make sense.
Here's Williams. Caruso outside. It's Dort on the wing. And there's the lob. There's the steal. In transition, here they come. George for 3. They get it back. And that one's good. Markkanen.
Well, you just love to see Markkanen get after it and contribute on the backboards. Big-time job right there.
Collins against Williams. Dort a screen on Collins. Williams from long range. The rebound by Markkanen. Markkanen's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. Collins finds George. Back to Collins. Here's Collier. Uses the glass on the layup.
That's just great recognition from your big man, right? Markkanen is going to find the open teammate and put it on time and on target. I love this guy's passing skills.
And it's Caruso with the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Outside, Williams from the high post. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. And the Thunder lead by 5. The Jazz have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. George passes to Markkanen. Back to George. To the right side. Here's Sensabaugh. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Caruso, the pass to Williams. The three is up. Williams, that's good.
After being held scoreless in the first, he's turning it on here in the second.
Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. George passes to Markkanen. Fires for 3. Another 3 for Utah.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
The Thunder have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Dort outside. Outside, Williams. Pass to Williams. 6 to shoot. Utah grabs the miss. Markkanen's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Down low. To tie it up. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Lou Dort picks one up.
Well, you can see John Collins forcing the level of contact that he wanted. Just gets an opportunity to go to the free throw line.
Makes it, and the next one could tie it up.
One of the things I like most about John Collins is that steady demeanor that he brings to the game. You understand he's a double-digit scorer. He's going to get to the offensive window. Somebody you know what you're going to get from him night by night.
Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. And a switch here also for Utah. Clarkson's checked in.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Dort, a screen on George. Williams against Collins. Williams misses. On offense, here's Utah. They're on a 15-5 run. That puts them in the lead. Markkanen's got 23 points.
Now this is Markkanen cleaning up on the offensive end. 7-footer, just so skilled. He can find different spots to be effective.
Dort outside. Inside. Here's Wallace. Hartenstein in the post. Markkanen's there.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with. Yeah, they've been pretty careless so far, racking up a number of fouls in very little time.
You know, from day one in the NBA, Keontae George had the ability to create his own shot like few others, Doris.
There are certain guys that are electric with their athleticism and the live body they bring to the game. Keontae George knows how to score, and as he develops as a playmaker, look out.
Holmgren, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Wallace. Here's Sensabaugh. Over Caruso. The shot won't fall. Thunder trail by 3. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Gilgeous-Alexander against George. Caruso, the pass to Dort. Can they get it? And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Oklahoma City making a switch here. Wiggins is checked in. Utah leading by 3. Now George. Pass to Sensabaugh. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Sensabaugh's got 5 points now in the quarter. Here's Caruso, and it's in there.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
And the Jazz with possession. They're on a 20-7 run. George scanning the floor. Marking it outside for 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Holmgren's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Got a piece of it.
That's just great work on the defensive end by Lauri Markkanen. You can see his length come into play.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Now here's George. Pass to Collins. Back to George. Here's Sensabaugh. Utah with another miss.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Holmgren with a screen on George. Wiggins with it to take the lead. Collins with the rebound. Collins has got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Sensabaugh, no good. Oklahoma City has gone 1 for 3 in the 4th quarter from range. Caruso finds Hartenstein. Back to Caruso. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. And they recover it. Here's Caruso. Buries it down low. Caruso's got 4 points now in the quarter. Neither team able to take a hold of this game.
Yeah, it's been a tight one. Numerous lead changes, very competitive.
And here's George. Marking it outside. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got his 5th assist in this one.
Yep, and he's got his 3-point shot back. He did nothing from range in the first half. But here in this quarter, whoo, he's got it going.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots. It's hauled in by Sensabaugh. Sensabaugh's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Oh, there's the alley. George, no good. Oklahoma City trailing. And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back.
They're starting a new trend with regard to turnovers. It's becoming problematic.
Williams is checked in for Wiggins. Sexton against Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Kessler. Good work defensively by Hartenstein. The Thunder shooting only 39% so far in the game. Gilgeous-Alexander. Clarkson grabs a miss. The Jazz have gotten 8 of 16 attempted shots to go here in the 4th. Juzang, no good. The Thunder shooting only 29% since the 4th quarter began. Pass to Williams. Back to Caruso. Looking to get it going. And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go. On the assist by Caruso.
Quick trigger there by SGA. I'll tell you, on the catch, be ready to rise and fire.
Utah has gone 4 of 8 from three-point land during the fourth. Markkanen outside. Sinks it from distance. Markkanen's got 29 points.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. Caruso outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 5. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. That one on Kessler.
Boy, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has become the master at drawing fouls.
And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Utah.
You have to be a fan of the energy they've played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Now here's Sexton. Pass to Markkanen. Kessler a screen. Out of bounds. It'll be Oklahoma City's ball. Oklahoma City has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Gilgeous-Alexander against Sexton. Pass to Holmgren. Takes the 3. Utah grabs the miss. Markkanen's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Here's Juzang. Williams defending. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
No debate there. He got hammered.
And he makes a first. So he gets them both. And here are the Thunder now. It's a three-point game. Now here's Caruso. Pass to Williams. Now Holmgren. Beyond the arc. Oh, Holmgren. The touch from range.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
The Jazz shooting an even 50% since the fourth quarter got underway. Caruso against Clarkson. Markkanen outside. The Jazz again can't hit. Oklahoma City's got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth. Hartenstein with a screen on Sexton. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. And Kessler picks him up defensively. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That one on Kessler. Good on the first, and that gives him a lead.
Boy, the more you watch Shai Gilgeous-Alexander play, the more he shows you the aspects of his game just getting better and better and better.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 2-point ball game.
This guy has a reputation for being a great free throw shooter, and you've got to knock him down. He does it here.
Pass to Markkanen. Lets it go from deep. The Thunder with the rebound.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Sexton. And here's Caruso. Here's Hartenstein. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 6. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Colin Sexton.
Well, there's a level of aggressiveness that you must contend with Gilgeous-Alexander on the offensive end. You love to see him force the issue.
And so he drops them both. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Yeah, the crucial part of those free throws is that it now makes it a 2-possession game.
Markkanen outside. Utah with another miss. So it's Oklahoma City now. They held a 12-point lead earlier.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
His production has been unbelievable, a testament to how much he cares about his craft.
No good. Had a chance to win the run there. And that's a foul called on Walker Kessler. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he'll sit the rest of this one out. John Collins checked in for Utah. He gets the first, and that puts him up 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
He doesn't waste a chance to pad their lead. It's been some solid free throw shooting.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
And they're going to have to work fast coming out of the timeout.
This is the very definition of desperation mode right now. They need a quick shot and a quick foul.
We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth. Sexton finds Markkanen.
Well, you love the fearless nature of Colin Sexton. Forces the issue, gets himself to the free throw line.
And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line. And that brings him within 5. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he commits the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that increases the lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 7-point game. And the Jazz call time here. They're trailing by 7. .26 seconds left in the game. Caruso against Clarkson. No good with the triple. Outside, Williams. Clarkson outside. Fires in the triple.
They're really employing a deep-range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. And he's able to hit the second one, and that puts him up 5. There's 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Markkanen from long range. Missed it. So we see Oklahoma City get the win here. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves. But at the end of the day, everyone on their side is happy.
Yeah, happy indeed. The momentum shifted away from them a few times, especially early on. But give these guys credit for sticking with the game plan and finishing the job.
And now we have Allie LaForce standing with the player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Shay, you were using those long arms to be disruptive on the defensive end. What's your focus at that end of the floor?
I'm just trying to be as active as possible. And like you said, getting my length involved, something I've been blessed with, and I just want to use it.
That activity, that length was noticed. Congratulations.
Allie, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K team, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.